Hello bead friends, today we will learn how to close correctly Stetch Magic cord, which is elastic. It's super easy to make jewelry with this cord, so you can make it with your kids as well. We carry 3 widths of the Stetch Magic cord. 0.19 inches is the thinnest, and it passes through Miyuki Delica beads or even seed beads. So you should use it only with seed beads because it's really thin, so it can't carry a lot of weight. The medium size is 0.28 inches, and it's ideal for most bead projects. And then we also carry 0.039 inches, which is bigger. You should pick the width of your thread depending on the hole of your bead. So if your bead hole is 0.18 inches, you should carry the 19-inch thinnest thread. If the hole of your bead is a 0.20 or 25 inches, then you should keep with the middle one. So depending. The thicker the thread, obviously, the more resistant it is. Also, keep in mind that elastic cord is not eternal, so it will wear out with time because it will lose its stretch. This is completely normal. It will occur in a few years, so don't worry. Also, don't use elastic thread when using precious beads such as semi-precious stones because it can easily break and you could lose your beads. All this said, what you will need for the project today is Stetch Magic cord in the width that you desire, a few beads, enough to make a bracelet wide enough for your wrist, and glue. Also keep in mind when deciding the length of your bracelet that elastic cord can snag on the wrist, so we're going to be making a bracelet slightly bigger than your wrist. I will be making this bracelet in red and orange, which is the color variation for our bracelets that I have here that I've already made. They're made with the resin beads that are in 2 colors, pink and purple, or we have made them in green and blue. You will find the kits for the bracelets on a site because I thought them to be very cute for the summer, so I decided to put the kits up as well. So I've placed all the beads that I will need on my bracelet on my thread. As you can see, I haven't cut it off already from the bobbin. I'll be using 0.7, again, because I'm trying to use the thicker width, but we also have to take into account when you're picking your width for the cord that you want it, that the knot that we will be making will be able to go through the hole of your bead. So you don't want a thread too big. 1 millimeter would have passed through this, the thickest cord, but the knot would have been too big to hide it inside the hole of the bead. So I decided to pick the thinner thread. All this said, I'll show you how to do. So first off, we have to cut off the thread from the cord. So I cut it off, leaving more or less 4 inches on each side so that I can make my knot easily. Then we cross the 2 ends together, pass it through under, and make a simple knot. Now we have to make the second knot, which is what actually closes up our bracelet. So again, we cross the 2 ends, pass it through the loop, 1 end, and do it again, so twice, so that you get a double knot. This will be more secure than a normal knot. Keeping the first knot tight, we have to tighten the second one on it so that our bracelet is nice and snug. Here you go. And as you can see, my knot is nice and closed. Pull the 2 ends tightly. Now, elastic cord tends to open up. So to not have this problem come about, we actually use glue to glue the knot. So I'll be using B6000, our all-purpose glue that we use on plastic, crystals, cloth, and all else. It's non-acid, so it won't burn through the cord, which is ideal. If you don't have B6000, any glue really that is not an acid will do. So even Elmer's glue. If you don't have glue at home, you can also use transparent nail polish. Will do the trick as well. So here you go. Go get my knot, put a drop on it, exactly on the knot, and then I pull the knot through so that it hides and it glues itself inside the hole of one of the beads next to it. Now I'll let this dry. B6000 glue has to glue for at least an hour, and then I'll cut the ends once it's dry. So the glue has dried, and now I can cut these ends off. I pull them tightly so that they come out slightly, and I can cut them right at the border. Be careful to cut only the ends. And now all my bracelets are done. So I've actually, as I was saying, put all the kits for these bracelets on the website because a lot of you liked the project when you saw it while I was working on it on the shop. So if you want to buy it, you can find it on our shop, which is www.happybead.it. You can also find the cords for the elastic cord in all 3 measurements. And if you like the tutorial, please click the like button below and the bell so that you can get all the notifications when a new tutorial comes up. If you have questions or comments, please post them below. And if you like, you can follow us on social media. On Instagram, you can find us as Happy Bead Milano. And on Facebook, you can find us as Happy Bead La Fabbrica delle Perline. Until next time, thank you and enjoy.